Dear You for Higher Life magazine here at Quick Trip Park in Grand Prairie, Texas at South by So What. So, are you guys excited to be here?
Oh yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
Jinx.
Have you ever played South by before?
No, this is our first time.
Jinx.
No.
Neither of you can talk now. Mason looks sorry.
Okay.
Compared to Warped Tour, how do you feel like this is to play?
It's a lot more, I guess, intimate. Warped Tour's all spread out, you know.
Yeah, it was always hard to find even our own tent, and
Yeah,
for people to find us. So we usually were kind of put into like a little corner of our own. And
Yeah, we played Ernie Ball stage last year, and we weren't on like a huge main stage, which is right behind us. So now when people walk in, they're just gonna see us like right when we're playing. So that's really cool. At Warped main stage, or Ernie Ball stage was like way off to the right, like tucked in a corner, you know. Like,
Yeah, it was very tiny.
Yeah, there's a lot more competition. Like you're playing at the same time as a lot of other bands. This time, it's
I think the Dangerous Summer played the same time as us last time, or like started when we played last year or something.
I don't know any bands playing at our time now.
Yeah.
I don't think. Maybe one other band, but
It's gonna be a really good show. We're really
it feels
excited.
like the outreach will be a lot easier this time.
yeah.
Who are you most excited to see?
Taking Back Sunday.
Yeah, me
Next
too.
Sunday,
Me too.
yeah.
Well,
It's
they
all-
used to. We're pretty excited.
Yeah.
In general.
About the same for all
those
of us.
headliners though.
Yeah, definitely.
How would you describe the experience being that you get to play with them at the same venue?
It's very overwhelming.
It didn't super sink in until I walked back and set like our guitar cases in our like box next to Taking Back Sunday stuff and like took a picture like Dear You next to Taking Back Sunday. I was like, oh my god, this is crazy.
Yeah, I remember one of the years that we played Warped Tour, we saw their equipment behind and some other tour buses, and walking back there and seeing all of that was really cool. But this time being right next to them behind the stage is going to be a little bit different of an experience.
Yeah, it's just weird because we grew up listening to them, and that's like one of the
Yeah.
bands that got us.
I couldn't imagine what it would be like, to be
Yeah,
honest.
it's very, very, very.
Nerve-wracking.
Yeah, nerve-wracking is a good word.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me about your album.
The last one we did was Faith, Fear, and Hope. We recorded it January 2012
Yep.
and 2013.
Yeah.
And it was different because we, instead of like our first album we recorded, we had it written and pre-planned and went up to the studio and like recorded it and everything, and did it with our friend Kevin Gates, and we kind of split after that one and did some stuff in Baltimore with Paul Levitt, and it was cool, and we learned a lot, but we came back after that and we were like, well, we want to release another album again, so we started writing and brought the idea to Kevin that we were going to record again, and we kind of said, we've got some bone structures of songs, but nothing really planned out yet. Would you be interested in a co-write? And he was, and he co-wrote with us, and it was really cool, and we spent probably 2.5 to 3 times the amount of time we normally spend on a record, and which, 2 weeks is still a very rushed time, but we ended up pretty much
Writing and recording the whole thing.
Yeah.
in the span of like 10 to 15 days, something like that.
Was
was
that hard for
pretty
you,
stressful.
being under pressure like that?
It was hard for these guys.
Yeah.
They were writing lyrics and melodies and stuff like in the hotel room at night while we would record like instruments during the day, and they'd come home and record and write lyrics.
And then like, which Thomas wasn't in the band at the time, but Lewis and our old member Danny, they didn't even hear the record. Like they heard instrumentals, but they had never heard any of the lyrics, never heard the melodies or nothing. So they came back and they were gone for 2 days because they weren't allowed in like when we did the whole vocal thing. And so they came back in and heard the CD for the first time, and they were just not knowing what to expect. So it was weird.
Yeah,
and
it was a little different.
it was totally weird. But
Do you feel like being with Kevin and linking up with him changed your sound at all for the better?
He definitely has his heavy hand in kind of what we do. He's always been a big influence to us, not just musically, but just what we've done. Like with our career, he's just always guided us along. But yeah, he definitely kind of has his own sound to it that kind of gives it.
Yeah, and he always has gone out of the way to just give us personal advice and business advice.
kind of ground us too when
Yeah.
we're trying to do something too crazy or
He's our
off
dad.
the wall. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, he's our father.
It's almost like we start to get so comfortable around each other and kind of, get laid back, and then we get back in the studio with Kevin, and he kind of like whips us back into shape. So it's a nice refresher.
Yeah. How do you feel personally that this new album that you did compares to your first one?
It's a lot more mature. Definitely. I mean, I can't. I mean, from my point of view, lyrically, just like I don't. It's just better. I don't know.
It was like Journals was about our old bass player like quitting on us and everything, and it was kind of weird, and that was what we wrote about. And then this new album me and him pretty much just wrote. We didn't really conceptualize anything. We just decided to like go for it, see what we could do, and it was really cool. We like changed everything up, and lyrically, I think we pushed ourselves really hard. So it was nice.
I'm excited to listen to it. Personally, I haven't yet, but I'm going to.
Oh, okay. We can make it happen.
Yeah, we can.
Have you always lived in Texas? Like, have always?
Oh yeah. Yep.
All of you?
Yeah.
We're from a
Three of
small
us
town.
went to the same high school.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. We're from a pretty small town. We
300 in our graduating class. Ish.
How did you come together?
we just known each other for a long time. We all play music together.
Those two.
We've played music together since we were like 10.
Yeah, I've known Lewis since kindergarten.
And they kind of grabbed me up from another band several years back.
And Thomas actually, he did drum covers of one of our one of our songs, and we like met him and played a show with his old band, and we were just when time came to find a new member, we were like, hey, let's try that guy out, and he came in and just like it was negotiated as a fill-in spot, and then he just stuck, and we were like, he's never leaving, we're keeping him. So yeah, it was.
Are you okay with that?
Never
Did
know.
he kidnap you?
No,
He had
that's
no
totally
say.
fine. At the time, I wasn't in a band at
Yeah,
all.
turn
Like,
around.
You're like, what?
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. It's
At the time, I wasn't in a band, and I was like, dang, I guess I just got a full-time job. So I got a full-time job working 60 hours a week. I was about to move out. Like the day before they called me, I was about to move out looking at apartments. And they called me and they're like, hey, play for us. And I was like, dang, okay, I'm gonna have to quit my job and like stay
So
at
we
home.
pretty much ruined his life.
So yeah, no, but it's been completely worth it. They've taken me places I couldn't have ever dreamed of going, and I'm extremely excited to be with them.
How long have you been a member?
Since June, July.
Of this year?
Last year.
Oh,
Rather,
well, you know that.
yes.
Yeah.
So it's
That's
It's really not
coming around to about a year, yeah.
wow.
So you weren't on the first album?
Nope.
No?
Oh, I wasn't on anything.
Oh.
Not yet.
Yeah, we
Who did
haven't.
you replace?
Danny Davis was our old guitar player.
Good guy.
Yeah. No conflict or anything?
No,
he's about to graduate from school. He's
getting married.
he's getting married.
No,
he's in
college.
love. Yeah.
He's in love.
So we're pretty happy for him.
Yeah. Are you planning his wedding? You guys do weddings?
I don't know.
We never have.
That would be, yeah, we've never done a wedding before.
Hey.
That'd be
You
different.
should suggest it.
We've done a lot of acoustic
Yeah.
stuff, but never weddings.
It'd be strange. We should. I don't think I could play like wedding, like shout. I don't think I could play that.
To anyone out there that's
We
going to get married
definitely
anytime soon, feel free to contact us.
We will learn wedding ballads.
Yeah. What's your favorite experience about like being able to tour and just all of it in general?
It's so many different things. It's hard to say like a favorite. I mean, getting to see new places is awesome. Like getting to meet new people is awesome. Just getting to play music all the time is awesome because it's our favorite thing to do. It's just, I can't think of favorite. It's just all around. It's just awesome.
Yeah, traveling is great.
Just traveling and meeting new people and seeing new things and just hanging out with your best friends. It's
Yeah.
just
All the snow we saw last time.
we don't see snow where we're from, so we got to see snow. I mean, it's just too many things to name.
And we planned this last tour like around. We did this thing where we'll go play like acoustic at people's houses, and that's really cool because it's kind of like the people who are like sort of die hard, online. They're like all into us, and we get to go hang out with them, and it's just as cool like as it is for them. It's like twice as much for us because we're like the center of the day, and it's so cool because they're all into what we're doing, and they're like 120% behind it. We're just like, we love this, So it's great.
Yeah, that's gotta feel good.
Absolutely.
I think it's weird to communicate that. I'm glad that you put it that way because a lot of times, taking it from our perspective, like the fans is like, oh my god, like fangirl, like this is dear you. But it's neat to know that like you actually care.
Oh,
There
yeah,
are bands
for
out
sure.
there that are just like, oh, whatever.
We've got we've got a lot of, or I guess like a core group of like really like diehard fans turned friends in Houston, and anytime we're in Houston, we try to grab dinner with them, try to grab lunch or hang out. We play some shows at their houses. It's cool. We try to we don't really want to be like the whole like, yeah, you're our fans, we're a band. We're just like let's hang out, let's be friends.
Try to give it back.
So it's cool.
It's good to hear that. I'm glad that there's some reinforcement in the industry there.
Yeah, that's what we're all about.
Well, thanks for sitting down with me.
Yeah, definitely. Thank
I'm
you.
really looking forward to you guys' set, and hope that you enjoy it. Have as much as we will.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.